We're out here working on the FairLane. I got the weights taken out of the trunk. This weight bar's still in here. I don't know if I'm gonna have to take it out yet. I probably will, because I don't think I'm gonna need it anymore. I've already got this one cut out, smoothed up. Right here's where we're gonna put the ice box. So I gotta cut this down a little bit here to make it fit like I want it to, and then I'm just gonna run a piece of tube off of this through the floor to be able to drain this whenever I need to. So I'm going to get this set in here and get everything mocked up, and we'll go from there. Be back with you guys in just a bit. Alright, got the old cool can there mounted up. She's all bolted down, good to go. So that was a piece of cake. Just had to drill a few holes, figure out where I wanted it, and get rid of the old weights and stuff that I had back there. So now I've got these bulkheads right here. We'll mount these somewhere in this neighborhood here to go through the floor there, and then these coolant lines come from here and from here, and we'll go to those bulkheads right there. That's what these two hoses are for. That'll get us through the floor, and then we just got to run the rest of the hose then to the front of the car, all the way up underneath. To the water manifold deal up here on the front of the motor. So I'm gonna add the radiator to the equation too. Radiator will go up under the car. I may fire it up like this to get it up and running maybe, and then add the radiator later, or I might go ahead and put the radiator in it. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm definitely ready to get this thing rocking and rolling. So all right, well, I'm gonna drill some holes in the floor. I'm gonna get them bulkheads set up, and then get these coolant lines run through the floor, and then I'll be back. See you guys in a bit. All right, so we got the tank mounted. Water tank's in there, she's good to go. We got all the fittings on, got the hoses run to it, got the bulkheads and the going through the floor, the trunk floor there. Got our 90s on there. It's all cinched up tight, ready to rock. So it turned out real good. I'm super happy with it. Everything's nice, clean, simple, out of the way. Should work like a champ. So now it's got a real good spot underneath the car where it comes out to. Super easy to access. So I can take this rest of this line we got stretched out. There's a couple of 45s on there. That'll go to the bulkheads from the bottom side of the car, and then we'll run the length of the chassis, and then of course to the water manifold. So far so good. I'm gonna get this thing jacked up and yank some wheels off, get it up in the air, get it on some jack stands, and I'll get the rest of the cooling lines run, get that buttoned up, and then from there it'll be time to move back up front for a bit and get this intercooler mounted up, get some brackets built for it so I can finish cold side piping, and then we'll move on to exhaust. So we're getting her done. I'll check back in with you guys in just a bit. Appreciate you. Well, I got the fuel system finished on the FairLane. I got the Aeromotive illuminator pump mounted. I put it in the trunk, got all the lines run. I got my Dash 8 return line run from the fuel pressure regulator up front to the back, got it plumbed to the fuel cell. Basically I moved everything from underneath the car, which I had to change pumps anyway, and put everything in the trunk. That way I got room to put the radiator up under there for the rear mount cooling deal. I got the cooling lines run, they're hooked up to the motor. all the way up to the water can or the ice box, whatever you want to call it. So that's all set up. I just got to put the radiator in the mix now, and that's done. The fuel system's completely wrapped up. So it's dash 12 going into the pump, 2 filters. It goes through the floor there, dash 10 to the front of the car. There's the return setup. Comes in right there. Cooling setup. Bulkheads going through the floor. All cool. See if we can give you a quick peek under the car. You can see where the lines come through. And then there, everything runs to the front, and that little pack of lines there. I still gotta cut this old fuel pump bracket off and smooth that out, and then the radiator's gonna tuck right up in there. So, and then we'll come on to the front. Everything's all set up here. Got the dash 8 return run. All these lines are set. Fuel rails are all hooked up. I pressurized the pump already. Built up fuel pressure. No leaks. Everything looks good. So pretty much now I'm to the point where I got to do some welding and a little bit of fabricating on the FairLane. I got to make some type of bracketry or some studs coming off of the frame in the rear, and that's how I'm going to mount the radiator. So I got to do a little welding there. I need to make the mounts for the Holly dash, for the screen, the Pro Dash. Get them welded to the dash bar. Get that all fixed up, and then my mounts for the intercooler. Get that locked in, and then I can finish up my little bit of cold side. And then I'll go ahead and do my exhaust off the back of the header. So we're moving right along. I don't like too much. I'm just gonna stay getting after it. I'm gonna go ahead and put a video out for you guys so you can kind of see where we're at and what we've been doing between the Haunted House and the FairLane, and then also Aaron's Mustang. We've made good progress on too. We got the new carburetor on this thing. It's in time. Got a new radiator in it. Nice little aluminum fan shroud, couple nice fans. We got transmission lines run. We just got to pick up a couple fittings and then that'll be all wrapped up. Had to lift the motor up so we could tuck them properly and make sure they were out of the way of the headers. So we just got to get some headers in this thing. Wire up fuel pump, wire up one power wire to the MSD, and we'll damn near be ready to fire this thing up. So we've been busy, just got to stay after it. Should be firing up the FairLane here pretty soon. So I'll get this video dropped and we'll keep working, and I'll update you guys as we go. I appreciate the support, appreciate you guys watching, and we'll be back soon. Wu-Tang.
Look at that, beautiful.
Jump over there, broski. Let me put my side in first.
That was authority.
As soon as I figure out how to get it in there, we'll be in great shape.
Yeah.
Bro, are you fucking kidding me? Who's the fucking man? Oh my god. Whoa! That fitment though.
Look at that bubble.
Say hi, Henry. What up, what up? We're in the shop, working on the haunted house. We got Ashton Myers over here. We got Skeeter over here, massaging his tube. We figured he was the best man for the job. So he's getting it done. We're cutting the old brackets out.
I'm fixing one of Tony's welds.
Huh? Got him. So we cut the old brackets out that were holding the old shitty plastic racing seats in, and we're going to put some new ones in for the Kirky seat. So we're getting all that done. We added some bars to it. Finished out the X-brace. Got the back bar in. Got to cut a pan on it. Baby's over here chilling. It's a creepy little shithead, but he protects the cars, so. other part of the LSX we got in. Got all the sound deadening cleaned out of the floors, getting all the rust brown out of the floors. We're fixing to paint everything on the inside of this thing black with the 1 million cans of VHT black paint that we got. And then we got a little more work to do to the front side of the chassis, getting the new motor mounts and stuff tacked in place once we get everything fitted, but we're moving right along. Skeeter, say hi to the people.
Woo.
Man.
Skeeter's food for thought tonight. What is it? Let's go. On the spot. Feel the pressure, son.
I'm ready to get this bitch running.
Yeah?
Yep.
Who's your first call out?
You, I want to race you on your dirt bike.
Got you $50.
That's all I got enough power for.
Ashton, right now. Old School versus the Haunted House. Who's taking the dub? Oof.
Right now?
Damn, that's a lot of pressure.
Oof.
You better answer carefully, motherfucker. You'll be walking home.
I ain't pointing fingers.
Come on, you gotta spit it out, shorty. Come on.
I don't know.
Here, I'll turn this back on so he can answer.
I think he's pleading the fifth on us. It'll be a good one. I can promise you that. But it ain't about us racing each other. It's about us getting out there and mixing it up with any and everybody and just being successful and winning races. So we're a team. We'll settle that grudge. You can believe that. But it'll be just us on an old back road somewhere. We'll have a good time with it. So we're going to keep things moving. Just wanted to check in with you guys. We appreciate you supporting us, and we'll be back shortly. We back. We back. We back. Got all the brackets off the support tubes. Everything's all cleaned up, ground up. Ashton's getting it all vacuumed. Gonna give everything a good wipe down. And we're gonna start laying some paint on this thing and get it blacked out on the inside. Floors, cage, everything. So we're moving right along. There's a ton of grinding, big old pain in the ass, but it's all done. Everything's cleaned up. So now we can put some paint on it, make it look good, and start putting this thing back together. First coat of paint is on. So it's looking pretty good. We're gonna let that set up for a little bit here, and then we're gonna throw one more good coat on it, and then it'll be all good to go. So we're moving along. This was nitty gritty pain in the ass type shit, but when it's all said and done, it'll be worth it. So final coat of paint is laid. It turned out good. We got good coverage on everything. It looks good. This is that VHT chassis black paint that I like to use. The stuff is like killer durable, so this will hold up for a long time, and it looks good. Everything's all one color and just clean and cleaned up, and no more rust and trash, and so that's much better. So now we got to get the, well, we're gonna give this 24 hours to dry up good and get good and hardened, and then you know, we get to go from there. We'll get the Kirky in and mounted, and we'll start laying parts in this thing, and then I can move to the front of the car and finish up the little bit of fabrication I got left there. So it's like 2:30 in the morning. I'm gonna get things buttoned up out here, and like I said, just let this thing cure for a while, and I got some more work to do to the FairLane, so I'll probably jump to the front garage for a little bit and knock out a couple things and call it good and hit you guys with a little update video, at least let you see what we've had going on. So we're making progress. Some of it's slow. You know, but it's the little tedious things that got to be done so we can move on to the next step. So we're rocking. We're gonna keep it moving. Thanks, guys.